Welcome back to the Friend Who Sends Voice Notes podcast. I am your host, Jublia. I'm not Southern, and this is not a good Southern accent, let me tell you that, but I'm sorry, I'm gonna be doing it for 5 more seconds, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I can't explain how my brain works. Like, I wake up on filming days, and then when I think of things to talk about, it's always the most random ass shit, and I'm just like, okay, well, yeah, I guess we're gonna talk about that. And that's why today's video podcast, whatever the frick you want to call it, we're gonna be talking about food fixations. Now, I didn't realize this, but since I was a little wee toddler, I was only eating certain foods, and I'm okay with that. Like, I am someone who could eat the same thing every day for 3 years straight, and then one day completely switch it up, and then I'll eat something else for 3 years straight. And I think a lot of people are like that, but I don't think as many people are like that as I think are like that. Did that make sense? That was like that kid in that one meme. Did you ever have a dream where you could become? I think there's more people who have food fixations than there are. That's what I'm trying to say. But basically, okay. So I don't think we're gonna be able to go in chronological order, if I'm being so honest. So I'm just gonna talk about the most prominent ones that I remember. So, the actual biggest food fixation I've had in my lifetime, this is what is it? I was gonna say the Holy Trinity, but it's only one food. It doesn't make sense. This is the epitome. I don't know what this is. It's just oatmeal. What I'm trying to make a transition into talking about my fixation with oatmeal, and I can't do it because it's I love how I'm looking at the time. There isn't a screensaver behind me. It's literally 9 in the morning. Anyway, oatmeal was such a big fixation. Now, I'm not talking about Quaker oats. We love a good Quaker oat, but I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about straight up oats. Would eat oatmeal every single day with a banana. Now, personally, that is not the best way to eat oatmeal. Do not just eat plain oatmeal with a banana, no sweetener. I used to also add that nasty sugar-free stuff in it, the sugar-free syrup. I can't believe I did that. It tastes so bad. But anyway, I would eat that every day, and that was probably 10th, maybe half of 10th, all of 11th grade, into all of 12th grade. I would also, though, switch it up, and I would have overnight oats with peanut butter and blueberry, chia seeds, chef's kiss. I would have chocolate oatmeal, if I wanted something a little sweet. Let me just tell you, I was obsessed. I was on Oatmeal Talk. I tried baked oats. They were pretty good, but it's hard to get right. Mine would always be cakey or too watery, and I was no, just oats. Just give me regular oats. Brittany, she was just Pepsi. Just regular Pepsi. Just regular oats. And they were so good, but when I tell you I ate them every day, I ate them every single day. The only other thing I could think during that time, that I ate is avocado toast, but I would have that maybe once a month. Okay, so this oatmeal fixation was real. Okay, it was actually kind of bad. It was very bad. Oh, and I'd also put granola on it. I love oatmeal, and I'm talking about oatmeal in such a positive way right now because I actually am back into an oatmeal fixation, but only at work though, because one of the only foods I can eat at work is the oatmeal there. So I've just been obsessed with oatmeal and blueberries and dried fruit. So, like, I'm back in the oatmeal obsession, but I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be honest there. I'm gonna be honest. For a few years, I could not eat oatmeal without the thought of throwing up. I'm so serious. Like, it's crazy the 180 that my body my body was like, girl, no, no, we're not eating that. We are not eating that. Like, the thought of oats made me nauseous. And I would say that was from, oh my god, it took me like 4 years. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. When you're on your fifth, that's crazy. Like, I would say 12th grade, I was still eating oatmeal, but I was getting a little bit sick of it, if I'm being honest. But, yeah, in college, I said, frick no, I don't want no oatmeal. Now, I'm not saying I didn't eat oatmeal in college, because it's poor people food. So I would have oatmeal for dinner sometimes. And you might say, why? Why was I having oatmeal for dinner? Because, like, when there would be holidays that I wouldn't go home for, nothing on campus would be open. So I would just have the food in my dorm, which was oatmeal. And this oatmeal was not oats. This was actually the oatmeal packets, because that's all I could stomach. So, like, before, my oatmeal fixation was on, like, the legit, like, oats. Like, take it from the ground oats, okay? Steel cut oats. In college, I said, I can't eat any more steel cut oats. I am eating dino egg oatmeal, okay? And also did not enjoy it very much, because it does not give you, like, eating oatmeal for dinner does not give you there's no positive connotation with that. Like, I'm like, okay, now oatmeal's sad. Like, I'm eating oatmeal alone in a dark dorm room. Like, that doesn't really scream, like, positivity. And, like, I want to do this again. You know what I'm saying? I think I also ate oatmeal while watching Barbarian. I'm literally 80% sure, and that was very traumatizing. But Barbarian is a great movie. Let me tell you guys, I'm definitely gonna see Companion. But I'm kind of mad, though. Not to get off topic while I get off topic, but, like, Companion, I want to see it so bad, but the trailer, like, ruins it for you. Do not watch the trailer. Go, listen. Here's what I'm going to tell you to do. Go watch Barbarian. Okay, if you enjoy Barbarian, go see Companion, because it has stellar reviews, but do not look up anything about the movie. Just go buy a ticket now. Okay, anyway. So yeah, oatmeal was a big, like, it was an obsession. Like, it was the top 5 favorite food for a while, then it was, like, food I couldn't stomach, and now it's back in top 5 favorite food. Anyway. We'll see how many years I can, you know, go on eating oatmeal almost every day, but I'm sure one day will come when I don't like it again, but right now we're not in that era. We're not in that phase. It's like the Eras tour, but for food I eat. Like, all different eras. Don't ask me how that makes sense. Next fixation I had a brief fixation, I would say, on golden kiwis. This was from last summer. Oh, I could eat like 10 golden kiwis in a row. They're so good. And it's like, regular kiwis are fine. Golden kiwis are like elitist kiwis, okay? They are so good. 2 of them gives you all your vitamin C you need in a day. The more you know. So good. I'll eat those every day, multiple times a day. I'm trying to think of another food I would eat constantly, like, for a while, is, I would say, what is it called? Peanut butter banana toast. That was, like, I did eat that a lot. I would say probably, probably in, like, college when I was off my oatmeal phase. I would, again, with my meal plan, I couldn't eat breakfast every day. Flop, right? And I love breakfast. I'm so sorry. Like, I know there's people who are breakfast haters, but like, if I don't eat breakfast, I feel the urge to throw up. So I do have to eat breakfast, but I really couldn't in college because, again, I didn't want the oatmeal in my dorm, and I didn't have a meal swipe. So I couldn't have my banana toast every day. Oh my god, I love how I'm forgetting the main, like, food fixation, though. Sweet potatoes. I would down sweet potatoes. Oh. Okay, rude. Sorry, my cat icon behind me dimmed. But I would down sweet potatoes like it was candy. And I'm kind of actually, it's food fixations for me, it's like a drug addiction. Like, because I'll get the urge to start eating like a past food fixation, and then like once I start eating it again, I can't stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, then I just start eating it more and more frequently, and it starts becoming like integral to my diet. So yeah, sweet potatoes were definitely one of those, but they're so good. Oh my god, the way I want a sweet potato right now so bad. I would have them, like, the candied ones are good, but like, you can have them any way you want. Like, they're so good with like maple syrup and like, or just like baked sweet potatoes, like literally just baked sweet potatoes. Also, on the note of sweet potatoes, also just potatoes. This was again in college. Well, both of these were in college. I would say my sweet potato obsession lasted longer than my potato obsession. So like, my sweet potato fixation predated my college experience. So like, I was obsessed with sweet potatoes, and then in college they had the actual best sweet potatoes I've ever had in my life. Okay, and I would down them like crack. I would eat like 1, 2, 3, 4. I would have to eat like 6 sweet potatoes a day. Like small. I'm not saying like giant sweet potatoes. It'd be like 6 small sweet potatoes, but they're so good. Oh my god. Mind you, I just want to disclaimer. Okay. This is like really, you need to know this to understand how I could eat so many potatoes in one day. In my second year of college, this is peak potato obsession, okay? My campus was very big, okay, and I would walk to multiple classes a day because I was taking basically, for most of the time, the max amount of credits I could, okay? So I'm walking all over campus. Also, I didn't have a car, so I'm walking to the gym. I'm walking to work also at the gym. My job was at like events for the gym. I was constantly at my school's gym. This is what happens when you work 2 jobs, both are at the gym, and you also go to the gym every day. And also, it was right on campus near my dorm. So, like, I was there all the time. So, I'm constantly walking back and forth, back and forth, back and forth to the gym. And then also, my friend lived off campus, but it was basically, like, it was so close to campus. So, I would constantly be walking to my friend's place. When I tell you the way I would get, like, 17 to 20,000 steps a day. Now, those are on weekdays. On the weekend, I would just, like, rot in my room. But, like, I legitimately would get 20,000 steps a day. So I was very hungry. So what did I do? I would enter the dining hall for dinner, and I would be starved. Okay, it would be 5:36, and I was like, oh, I'm about to eat all these sweet potatoes. And that's exactly what I would do. I'd fill a whole bowl with sweet potatoes and eat them all, and then come back and fill another bowl of sweet potatoes. And that's exactly what I would do. And on the days where I didn't have sweet potatoes, because they didn't serve sweet potatoes every day, I would just have regular potatoes. And I would do that for regular potatoes. So you can imagine what my stomach would look like at the end of the day. It would look like I was 6 months pregnant, 7 months pregnant maybe. depending on how many potatoes I ate. And I just also want to tell you, the way eating that many potatoes will mess up your digestion, because I would be gripping listen, I'm not trying to be like that. I'm not trying to be gross, but I would be gripping the walls in the morning. Every morning, I would take a big old dump. Let's just say that. That's actually so disgusting to say out loud, but it was because I was eating so much fiber at dinner, right? Can you imagine how many potatoes I was consuming? With also lettuce and tomatoes and hummus. Bro, in the morning, a toilet did not want to see me come in. It did not want to see me come in. It hated to see me enter the room. Okay, I would usually go to the bathroom at like 5 in the morning, I'm pretty sure, because the gym would open at 5:36. So at 5 in the morning, you would catch me in the bathroom, and thank God everyone was asleep during that time. I had no like morning people in the bathroom, because I would just have that bathroom to myself and let loose. Okay, but I mean, it was so, I really do still think about those sweet potatoes to this day. Honestly, I wonder, like, I would totally go back to my school just to, like, have the potatoes for nostalgia. Like, I would love to go in the dining hall and be like, give me 5 plates of your potatoes, please. Again, those, I would say, they didn't last as long as my oatmeal fixation, but they were definitely, it was a stronger, like, fixation. Like, the way I consumed so many potatoes. You know what I'm saying? It was actually crazy. I'm literally thinking about it now, and it's insane to think about, and I'm just gonna, this is kind of going off. This video is becoming about potatoes, but, like, I just want to explain, my digestion now, I would say, is astronomically better. Again, because I'm eating, like, I would say a diverse amount of food. At school, again, I was just eating the same things every day, and they had very limited vegan options, so it was all potatoes and lettuce and hummus and tofu. So yeah, I remember I would go home on, like, breaks during school, and the way my body would be so confused, because I would, like, come home for Christmas break, and again, I would start eating, like, toast for breakfast, like, again, the peanut butter banana toast for breakfast, or, like, you know, what would I have for lunch? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just random stuff that was not salad or potatoes or, whatchamacallit, or oatmeal. Like, I was not eating that. And my body would be like, I would feel so skinny. Like, I'm like, oh my God, I'm not bloated. Wait a minute, huh? You know what I'm saying? Like, my body was so skinny. But, you know, I was eating a lot of potatoes, but let me tell you, my body was tea. My body was tea. I would eat so many potatoes a day, but I was, like, slimming down. Not to be like that, but damn. It's mainly, actually, though, because of the walking, though. Like, I really did walk a lot. But back to food fixations. In high school, again, when I didn't, well, no, actually, I would say I was fixated with oatmeal and protein shakes at the same time. Protein shakes I would never have for breakfast. Very rarely would. I would have it normally, like, post-workouts, or, like, dessert protein shake, or, like, lunch protein shake. And the way I would have the same shake every day, it would be, like, frozen fruit, almond milk, and the Orgain protein powder. And actually, I'm gonna tell you right now, I had the Orgain protein powder for so many years in so many shakes and things that I really can't stand the taste anymore. The other day, I tried to make a protein, like, mug cake thingy with Orgain protein powder, and I almost threw up, because I was like, ooh, I'm getting nauseous. Like, It's actually, in my opinion, it's one of, like, the better protein powders. Like, it's affordable, and it tastes better. Now, I can't stand the taste now because I've had it too much, but, like, it does taste better than the other ones. Like, the Vega one, that's always been disgusting. But I can't eat the Orgain one anymore. I'm just like, ooh, ooh, ooh. And the thing is, the Orgain one was always the one that I specifically chose because it made my shakes taste better. But lately, my grandma, she bought me this, like, hemp heart protein. And I'm sure it's way more expensive, but it just tastes, like, it doesn't have as much of a pungent flavor. Not that the flavor of the Orgain is bad, because it does taste pretty good, but, like, I can't stand the taste anymore. Like, I think I need to take, like, 4 years off, because I've just had that protein powder way too much, and it's like, ugh, you know, I really can't eat it anymore, unless I have things covering up the flavor. But I really did have protein shakes every day for a while. Also, and that one lasted a long time. Like, in high school and into college, I would have, like, Orgain protein shakes when I would come home. Yeah, even when I came home for college, I would still be drinking it. So it's only as of, like, lately that I'm like, ugh, can't eat it. But also, I want to say, like, in high school, 10th grade, I also could not stop eating those, is it Halo Top? I literally can't remember the name of it anymore because I don't eat it. Halo Top, it sounds familiar. Do they even still sell Halo Top? Is that a biohazard? I feel like there's something wrong with it. It's that ice cream that for the whole pint, it would be like 200 calories. What the what? Literally thinking back, that is insane. A whole pint of ice cream. 280. Now, let me just say though, I had Halo Top so much that, like, it makes sense why it's not like 800 calories, because it's, like, not as thick, it's more watery, it's more airy. Like, it's like, if you ate a whole pint of ice cream, you would probably feel sick after eating it. I could easily down a whole thing of Halo Top. Now, like, that I'm thinking about it, I, like, low-key want to go try it again, because it's been legitimately 6 years since I've had it. I don't even know if it's still in business, but I would eat these like it was no one's business, okay? And I would eat a whole pint when I would eat it. I could not help myself. I could not. It was my little treat, but it was a big treat because it was a whole damn pint. Like, okay. But, like, the peanut butter one was, like, more, I think it was, like, 320. The only reason, by the way, just to say, I'm only saying the calories on it because the calories were literally bigger than the logo on the ice cream pint. Like, you would see the pint, and it would go 320. Like, you would think that would be the brand name, but it was 320 calories, okay? The peanut butter one did eat. It did eat. Now, at the time, I was not vegan, so a lot of the ones were not vegan, but they did have vegan ones that I did have, but, like, now I would only be able to have the vegan ones. I'm actually, like, after this podcast, I'm gonna look it up, because I actually kind of want to do a video trying it again, because that's crazy. But I did go, like, I had an obsession with those, like, light ice creams. I feel like we as a society did as well, all at the same time, and now no one gives a shit about them. Am I wrong with that? Like, I don't see it anywhere, but maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm wrong with that. And oopsie. I'm trying to think of other, like, food fixations I've had. I remember in 6th grade, or maybe it was 5th grade, I was obsessed every single day. Would eat those mini pancake bites. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but tastes like plastic. For sure tastes like plastic. It would be in a little plastic bag. So I'm sure it had microplastics, but you'd put the plastic bag in the microwave for like a minute, and then it would heat up these little tiny little pancake bites. And it was like a little grab and go breakfast. You know what I'm saying? It was so good, so yummy. I'm forgetting also another big. I love how I have so many food fixations. This I think is the last food fixation I'm just gonna list off, because it is like the other like most prominent one I can think of, and that is Chobani Flip. Now, if I wasn't vegan, I would still be actually in my Chobani Flip phase, because I love Chobani Flip. Like, Chobani, add more vegan flavors. Listen, I'm not trying to be like, I'm vegan, accommodate to me. But like, first off, I actually like vegan yogurt. Like, they have very good alternatives now, so I know Chobani could do it. But the Chobani Flip, first off, the packaging, amazing. Whoever's on their marketing team, you slay. Okay, and I want to be on your marketing team. I'll send you my resume. Okay, but like, they have so many, their ability to make yogurt into a dessert is just beautiful. It's just so amazing. Like, it would be so fun, because they would have different flavors for the fall season, the winter season, summer. They would have so many flavors, and I would eat them every single day for lunch. Now, I would have the basic flavors a lot, but I would be more, the exciting flavors are kind of more fun. I would have the cookies and cream one a lot, the cookie dough one a lot. There was another one that I have a lot, but I'm blanking on. Oh, it was like a toffee crunch. It was something like Snickery vibe. I feel like I had that one a lot, but they were so good. They were so good. Oh my god, they were so good. Like, Chobani, what the frick? Make a vegan Chobani Flip. I know Chobani actually they have vegan yogurt, so they could do it. Like, anyway. But that one I did eat for, again. Sorry. I ate it every day for like 2 years straight. And then I became vegan, so I stopped eating it. Well, I would say I stopped eating it when I went to college. And then in my first semester of college, I became vegan. So, yes. That's basically all the food fixations I can think of at the moment. There's so many more. So many more. But we've been talking, I spent too much of this podcast talking about potatoes. So unfortunately, we do have to end it here. Close the door on this episode. Maybe I'll do a part 2 if I can think of enough to make a part 2. I know there is enough to make a part 2, but if I don't know if I can remember them. But yeah, so I'm a goo. Thank you for listening. Yeah. Comment down if you have had any of the same food fixations or your food fixation, because I'm keeping curious. Thank you.